have a seat.
Thank
My
you.
name is Maria, and I will be the one to interview you today.
Sure.
So,
Thank
how
you.
are you feeling?
A bit nervous.
That's
Choked.
okay, that's normal.
Yeah.
So, can we start now?
Sure.
Okay. So, can you tell me about yourself?
I have been a nurse in the Philippines for 2 years, a private duty nurse for 1 year after being employed in the hospital. And after that, I traveled here to Canada and took up the hospital unit clerk program in Bow Valley College.
Okay. So, what do you know about our company?
Alberta Health Services is the largest employer here in Alberta, and which employs over 100,000 employees, which gives the safest and the world class care to their patients, their clients.
Okay. Can you tell me about the time you worked successfully as a part of a team?
Well, having an experience in the hospital for 2 years, I've been in all of the units, specifically the medical unit. We all know that in that unit, um, patients tend to have an arrest, and which we as a team, as a unit, a nursing unit, including the physicians, the healthcare aides, we do our very best to try to revive that patient, and sometimes we don't, and sometimes we successfully revive those patients.
Okay. So, how do you prioritize your daily or weekly tasks?
Well, I prioritize my task according to its urgency, the priority of that kind of task given to me. And I know that if you tend to forget one of those tasks, um, the consequences behind it is very big. And if working in a unit or a hospital, people can die.
Okay. How do you cope with conflict in the workplace?
Well, first and foremost, I would try to go to that person in conflict with me, ask them, talk to them, and if not, I would go to my supervisor, my manager, ask for help if he or she can uh, help me resolving that kind of conflict with that person. Well, if it doesn't work with my manager, with my supervisor, I would go straight up to the union or to take any legal actions.
Okay. Can you please describe a time when you were faced with a stressful situation that demonstrated your coping skills?
Well, employed in the Philippines as a nurse, the nurse to patient ratio is very high. A nurse would take care of 30 to 40 patients in one shift. And considering that, you as a nurse would always remember that you are taking care of lives. Even though it's very stressful, patients tend to shout at you, patients tend to get angry with you. Um, you should always remember that you are a nurse and you are saving lives, not taking it away from them.
Okay. Tell me about the time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty in order to get the job done.
Um, yes, there are times when patients, given the Philippines, that people are poor, yeah, and sometimes patient cannot afford their medications. Um, we nurses try to contribute our own money and try to help that patient buy his or her own medicines just for him to get well and get out of the hospital.
Okay. Tell me about a difficult decision you have made in the last year.
Well, the most difficult one, the most difficult decision I've made is going here into Canada. I don't have any family members here. I'm just the only one here, and it's a very big leap, very big step for me to go here in Canada and study, work.
Okay, so that's all of my question. Thank you for answering. Do you have any questions with me?
Actually, I have three.
Yeah.
Can you share more about the day-to-day responsibilities of this position?
Well, you are applying for a hospital unit clerk and you will be working under the direction of the nursing staff and the physician. So your duty will be on to perform clerical forms and also answer patients' questions. And aside from that, you will do also the paperwork.
Okay, thank you for that. The second one would be what do you feel are the most important qualities of someone to have in order to excel in this role?
Well, the first one is good communication skills. It is very important since you receive orders from the doctor and you respond to patients' questions. And the second one will be organization skills. You will be the one who's gonna maintain the patient's files and manage the unit's inventory. And also you need to have a computer skills because hospital records are maintained online.
Okay, thank you. And lastly, what are the working hours for this position?
So you will be working, if you get hired, you will be working as a temporary part-time with a 7.75 hours per shift, and you will be working days, evenings, and weekends, and your day off will depend as per rotation.
Okay, I think that will be it.
So that's all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming to your scheduled interview.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye now.
Bye. Ay po.
Close down.
Pero sige pa to ya record ya.
Oo, ginantaw ko.